Do you ever dream about swimming from the Golden Gate to the Bay Bridge? Well, coming up on August 21st, you'll get your chance, all thanks to the group Water World Swim. And if you aren't quite up for that 6-mile swim, I don't blame you. The group also offers open water workouts. Joining us now is the founder of Water World Swim, Pedro Ordenes. Pedro, thank you so much for speaking with us today.
My pleasure. My
Talk,
pleasure. Yes.
Talk to us
Go ahead.
about
I'm
what
sorry.
no, that's okay. Talk to us about the motivation behind creating the organization Water World Swim.
Well, this was an idea because of my passion about open water swimming. I grew up in Chile, in South America, with a long coast where I got motivated by my father and brother. Everybody is swimming in the family. So I think I wasn't too much fond of the swimming pool. So anyway, it was a sort of a challenge. And then when I moved to San Francisco, approximately 30 years ago, I went to school in Florida. Water's too warm, but when I got here, I found the right spot to swim. Plus, with this beautiful landscape around that we have, I mean, you can swim every day and find this beautiful landscape around. So anyway, many people approached me because there were very few people at that time doing triathlons, and talking about 30 years ago, and they were asking me to guide them how to get in open water swimming, especially in cold waters. So from there, it started the idea to group people officially, so we could get insured and so forth. And then I started inviting more and more people. And then we created this group, which is Water World Swim, where coaches help everyone. And my idea is to make it safe. Many to, also to help with the transition from the swimming pool to open water swimming, which is very popular, especially with the pandemic. It was really one of the most fortunate things that we could do because it's in an open environment, and at the same time, it helped for the physical aspect and mental aspect too.
To be a swimmer, I think a person has to be in relatively good shape, but you have taken it to the next level. You're not fond of pool swimming where the waters are calm, and you're not even that fond of warm water like in Florida where the water is, in my opinion, very comfortable, but you like to swim in the waters of the Bay Area, which are freezing. So you're a very athletic person, but you also enjoy that extreme type of swimming, which definitely needs a transition period for people that kind of want to participate in the same thing. How do people even train for something like this? Because just the simple transition from warm water to cold water is a huge toll on the body, but to go from, calmer pool water to the choppy waters we have here in the Bay Area, that's got to take a lot of practice.
Yes, it takes a lot of practice. At the same time, we recommend always to start, of course, in the swimming pool for the physical aspect to kind of grow up the endurance in each person, and at the same time to become acquainted with the right swimming. Because if you don't really swim well, you may produce injuries in yourself. So one of the things that we encourage to people is to basically to start swimming right. Usually in swimming pools, a lot of um, lifeguards or coaches can help everyone. And then we produce the, the transition to open water swimming, which is, and this time of the year is not that cold, but at the same time, the transition is to a very healthy environment. As you know, many people in Europe practice the cold water swim for that reason, because it's a very healthy for your system. And it may be shocking at the beginning, but at the same time, you become more immune to many other uh, physical problems. So I believe that it takes some time. but at the same time, it can be done. And what we help for people is to make it safe too. And plus, who doesn't want to swim from Alcatraz or to swim under the Golden Gate Bridge? Is something spectacular that not many people have the chance to do that. So it's a sort of a good for their health, and at the same time, it's something environmentally fantastic for anyone.
It definitely keeps a person young and healthy. Now, there is that 6 mile swim coming up on August 21st from the Golden Gate to the Bay Bridge. If people want to participate, if they feel that they're physically capable at this stage to participate in this swim, how would they go about it? Are they still able to sign up to do it?
Yes, well, I believe it's full. We have a manager that take care of all the registrations and issues like that. But at the same time, it's one of the most popular swims that we have. And every year it's been increasing in the interest from all over the world. This time we are limited to people that actually from the country, from the US, but there are some other people from South American countries that they are able to travel, and they been registered actually for 2 years because last year we couldn't produce it. So anyway, this year we are expecting that it's going to be spectacular because we more and more are getting people are getting the challenge, and we are getting more challengers, I call them, that they really want to go with compete for the time and at the same time for the challenge, because it basically is a safe swim if somebody gets very well instructed, because it's more tactical because of the currents. You can swim with the currents, but at the same time, we direct the people to ride the right currents. And at this time of the year, like I said, somebody can stay in the water for two hours easy.
That's amazing. Now, I have to ask you, Pedro, what's the longest swim that you've done?
Well, the longest swim that I've done in the past, together with the Southern Rowing Club, which is my club too, where I did lots of swimming, where I trained in the past. I swam from the Bay Bridge to Ocean Beach, for example. That's one of the swims that I did in distance. But I've done, I have the record, supposed to have the record swimming from Chile and Patagonia from in the Beagle Channel. The Beagle Channel is a historical channel where Darwin sank his boat. And then I went to Argentina and back in temperatures under 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow, Pedro, you've really made me question what I've been doing with my life. That is amazing. Now, I know that the
organization or insane.
No. It's not insane. You are sane. It's the fact that you're able to do it is just you're inspirational, and I hope to be able to do a fraction of that.
Yes, it's something that it goes in the blood, I think, of every swimmer. There are so many. I mean, it just for me, it's an immense sort of excitement to see sometime people that they come afraid to swim in the bay, and all of a sudden you see them a couple of years later, they are swimming great distances and challenging and ready for the English Channel, where I did also the English Channel. And then the oceans are so big that's the beauty about it, that if you know how to handle swims that kind, you can swim anywhere in the world, basically.
I mean, that goes without saying. Pedro, I know signing up for the 6 mile swim there's no more registrations for that, but Water World Swim does provide those workouts. If people are interested in participating in those workouts and ultimately training for a long distance swim, where would they go to get more information?
Right. They can go to the website, www.waterworldswim.com, or come to try us, one session at Aquatic Park every Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning. we are there instructing, and we have different levels of swimmers too. So for this, for example, what happened, we have also a waiting list for this next bridge to bridge, because there are so many people that have been unable to travel to, that we immediately have a list. We start registering those people that have been in the waiting list.
All right, well, Pedro Ordenes, I'm going to see if I can build up the courage to come and train with you, and maybe one day, I can't make any promises, but maybe one day I can do a long distance swim. Pedro, we really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us. Anyone can do it. Yes, absolutely.
My pleasure.
Thank you.